Hey everyone, it's Ben Hardy here, and in today's video we've got a quick update on the retail side of things with the used car market. Before we get into this video though, as always, if you want to save time and money the next time you purchase a car, link to my car buying guide in the description down below. Let's get into it. Cox Automotive just released a report detailing the retail side of things within the used car market, and it goes right in line with what I have been saying when it comes to the retail market being far stronger than the wholesale market. So first off, in June there was about 3 million used cars sold, which is actually more than what we saw in June of 2022, which is odd because this entire sales year is going to see lower volume with used car retail sales. So the fact that we had a year-over-year increase, it's pretty crazy to see in today's market, but it also does show the overall strength in the retail side of things with the used car market. So with that actually puts the year-over-year sales pace at 36.7 million units. With that being said, Cox Automotive still estimates that there's going to be about 35.7 million used cars sold on the retail side of things in 2023, which is about 2% below what we saw in 2022. So it's not like an extreme decline, but it is a slight decline. Now, what they state in this report is that the used car market is appearing to be stronger than they expected because, with prices and interest rates and lack of supply, you'd think that the used car market would be weaker than it is, and it's showing that it's remaining pretty dang robust despite everything that could potentially push buyers out of the market. Now, with that being said, the last thing that I want to quickly talk about before we kind of get into my take on this whole situation is actually the overall economy, because I do think that this relates quite well to the used car market situation. So first off, with the economy, the big headline inflation reading is now down to 3.1% year over year. So inflation is continuing to decline. And I think this is very important because with everyone seeing that inflation is going down, they're starting to think that, okay, well, things are kind of back to normal, things are okay, right? The economy's fine. And so then that pushes people to go in and start buying stuff again, right? It's not so much, there's not so much fear in the market, if that makes sense. And I think that this is where I kind of want to cap things off with today's video. So again, the used car market on the retail side of things is still extremely strong, and it's for a number of reasons. Like I said a couple seconds ago, things in the economy, they're looking to be better, and so people are more comfortable to spend money, i.e., buy a car, and if they can't afford the new one, then maybe they'll go and buy a used car. But again, I do think it's more than just that. Another thing that I've stated is that if cars are retail pieces, right, if they are on the front line with dealerships, those are typically cars that are really good, because all of the crappy cars are just getting thrown at auction and they're not selling and they're not getting put to the front line of dealerships. And so although there are fewer options for people to choose from on the retail side of things, right, the overall supply is smaller, the cars that are out there, again, they're not all perfect, right? They're used cars at the end of the day, but they are nicer examples of the cars, because again, dealers just don't want to deal with the crappy cars. That's why they're just sending them to auction. That's why the wholesale values continue to decline. So with that being said, I want you guys to let me know what you think about this whole situation with the retail market remaining extremely strong at the same time that the wholesale market is kind of a poop show where values just keep declining month after month. Do you think that, again, this is something that's short term, or do you think that this is something that's just going to continue into the future where we're going to continue to see a weak wholesale market and a strong retail market? And that's kind of becoming my personal take on this whole situation, because again, when I go and look at retail pieces, again, not all of them are perfect, but they're pretty nice examples of the vehicles that in that any particular category. Whereas the vehicles that dealers are telling me that they're seeing at auction and the vehicles that I have personally seen that are going to auction, like, they are just complete pieces of junk that nobody wants. I'll see ya.